Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's get started making these awesome Americana ornaments super easy. But for supplies, you are going to need some plastic plates. They're just clear plates from the dollar store. They came in a 12 pack, and any napkins of your choice, just paper napkins. So I picked up the Americana, two different styles, some Mod Podge. Mine just happens to be the satin kind of Mod Podge, and of course you're going to need some brushes. And I would use a soft brush, nothing too rough, because you don't want it to rip the paper plates or the paper napkin that you're going to put on the clear plates. So I'm just opening up the packages, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Grab yourself as many plates as you think you want to make as far as the ornaments go. And now we are just going to use our creativity. So you'll see that I am just kind of looking for that center of the plate, the part that says I love America. I want that to be kind of the focus. So it's not a perfect circle. I can't cut it out to be like perfect. So I just kind of eyeball it and then go ahead and cut out that part so that I can use my Mod Podge and kind of just create the best center part that I can, I guess I should say. Again, it's not going to cover the whole plate, but that's the point of using more than one napkin, is so that we can decoupage it and kind of do like patchwork style. So these are super easy. All you're going to do is take some Mod Podge on that sponge brush, and these brushes are from the dollar store. They come in a big pack, and that's to just give us a base so that we can lay our napkin on top of that. And these are so fun. You can do them for all different themes. I mean, imagine for Halloween, for Christmas, anything. And these are awesome because they take up a lot of space on the tree, so you can make, your own ornaments. So napkins are really cheap anywhere you go, especially like Home Goods and stuff. They always have such pretty napkins. So you can make your own ornaments for each seasonal tree that you might do. So there I went. I just placed the paper napkin right on top of that Mod Podge, and I'm just using my fingers to kind of smooth it out. You can use your brush at this point and just put the Mod Podge over top if it's exactly how you want, but I just want to smooth it down. You're gonna get some wrinkles. I mean, it's a thin paper napkin, so you're bound to get some wrinkles, but again, they're not perfect. They're not meant to be perfect, but for us it works, right? As long as we get that kind of overall look that we're looking for. So because it didn't cover the sides of the plate, I'm going to do just kind of patchwork style. So I'm taking that other paper napkin style, which is a all Americana, like a flag. So I'm just going to cut some strips out and then just piece it on there on that side part that you can see to the left and the right of the I Love America. It still has the rim of the clear plate. So I'm just cutting out enough to cover that. And I think it looks super cool when there's like a mix match style. That way it really looks like it's different, it pops. You can even add glitter over this at the end if you want to when your Mod Podge is drying. I didn't, but I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do. So that's what we're going to do. You see, I just kind of use the Mod Podge, go over it again, and that's to get a good base. And then we're going to put our strips of the paper napkin over that. I'm not really too worried about cutting the edges that you can see that kind of hang over. If they're super long, yeah, I probably would cut them, and I do that in a like at the end. I'll do another ornament, but at this point I just kind of used my Mod Podge and went around, because as you put the Mod Podge on the napkin, you'll see it kind of almost shrinks in a way. It's kind of like that shrink wrap when you put heat to it. So I just used the Mod Podge and went around the corners, and I kind of just laid it flat on the back end of on the back side of the clear plate. So I wasn't too worried about going around and cutting them, but you totally could. And then you're just going to go around and add more Mod Podge, add more napkins if you want. Just create what you want. You don't even have to do Americana. I mean, you can add pops of yellow, pops of whatever color you like on there, and just use your Mod Podge. That's really going to be your main ingredient, shall we say, to make this just work and to be able to lay it down flat. And it's a great adhesive. So That's what you're going to see all around the paper plate, and just make them what you want. They don't have to be all Americana. You could add summer things in. Say you're doing a seasonal tree, maybe you want to add pops of, like I was saying, yellow or different light blues or popsicles. I've seen napkins like that at the dollar store recently, or stripes. Stripes look really good against red, white, and blue. Maybe you can find like black and white stripes and that'll pop, or I see like the ice cream napkins at the dollar store. Those will look really cool on a summer tree. So make it what you want and just go all around, keep adding the Mod Podge, and you'll see then, see how that napkin kind of hangs over, it's longer. I'm going to end up just adding more Mod Podge and kind of pushing it along the back of the clear plate just to get it to sit, and then I just Mod Podge over the back. Super, super easy. Alright, so I wanted to show you a different style, but just two ways you can combine two different napkins. So you'll see I Mod Podge down that flag napkin, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add some more Mod Podge on top of that. And I cut up the other style, the I Love America. So I just folded that napkin to get the print that I wanted, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that down, just flatten it out with my fingers, and then use Mod Podge over that to smooth out those corners around the backside. And then I'm going to use some scraps from the different flags that I've cut up, the different napkins, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in those sides on the clear where it is still missing some spots. And that is how you just kind of use different pieces of the napkins to get the look that you want. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. You're going to see that I am going to let these sit for a little bit. I am going to most likely use just pipe cleaners, kind of twist them, hot glue to the back, or actually, I'm not going to use hot glue. I'm going to use my low temp glue gun because the hot glue is going to eat through the plastic. So you'll see once I post the photo, I've just put some pipe cleaners on the back. You can really use anything that you like, fishing wire, whatever works for you, just to create an ornament hook so that we can put them on our seasonal tree. That's my plan. I'm going to let these dry. I added 3 coats. About 10 minutes in between each coat just to make sure they were nice and covered and the edges are covered. I did about 4 of them. for my seasonal decor tree, but you know how it is. You could do a million of these and really make them whatever you want. Super unique too, right? If you find some really neat napkins in all different patterns and colors together, they're super affordable to do, easy to work with. Definitely resale value, if you're going to resell them, would be good, because people love unique things. So I really hope that you try these. Let me know if you do. Feel free to tag me, the OK Creative Kind, on Instagram, and of course my Etsy shop. I'll probably add a few more of these to that this week, but I really encourage you to do this. Try them out and let me know if you do. And until then, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys. And this is how they look after a couple of hours. It's still drying. It still feels a little wet, but I wanted you to just see I just hot glued with my low temp glue gun some pipe cleaners to the back. I just cut a pipe cleaner in half. It was enough for 2 of them. Put them on there, super easy and perfect for the tree.